Legends, howdy, welcome back to the channel. John here on a beautiful morning here in Lincolnshire. It's just coming up to 8 o'clock, and the reason I'm up and about so early is because the purple pig is behind me. You know I have a love-hate relationship with this car, and the reason it's out and about today is because it's MOT day. It's been out of MOT actually for a couple of months. I let it lapse due to not being very well in the end of May and June, and I've decided it's time to get my arse in gear. In fact, I'm actually taking the Rover 75 today as well, so I've got two MOTs today, as you know I like to do. Anyway, in this video, let's take the purple pig for an MOT, and hopefully it's a clean bill of health from Neil, because all I've done is pump the tyres up and put the battery on charge. So actually, Dad hasn't looked at this car. It's just been sat in my garden for the past year. Unloved, unused, so I'm not confident for a pass. Let's take it to Neil then. We'll take it for a drive, and hopefully by the end of the video, a clean bill of health. So before I take it for an MOT, I'm going to give you a little tour around the car, which I don't normally do on these MOT videos, but for those of you that have not seen the car, here it is. It's a 2001, I think, Audi TT Coupe in Merlin purple. It's the BAM engine, and I bought it for, well, a few £1,000s. I'll talk about that when we're driving it, because we're going to go for a drive. It hasn't had much love recently. I haven't given it much of a clean. I've literally just jet washed it off and thrown a bucket at it. And it's come up okay. When I bought it, it was chavved up. It had tinted headlights, it had tinted taillights, it had tints all over and had stupid stickers on it. Those videos are on the channel. But yeah, there's the car. You'll see me driving it in a minute. It's a good thing to drive. It's covered sort of 140,000 miles, but it is still a very good example. It's one that was well loved. Dad and I did some work on it. We fixed the turbo and the PCV pipe and all this sort of stuff. But for a car that is nearly sort of 25 years old, and a car that, well, they do historically get ragged, don't they? It still comes up okay. The wheels are good. It's had some paintwork in its life, but yeah, good car. Come with me then, let's take it for a spin. Let's take it for the MOT test, and hopefully by the time we've had a look underneath it, Neil's done his thing, we'll have a clean bill of health for the TT for another year. Now, I would like to just point something out to you, how confident I am about my TT ownership. I keep in the car an OBD reader. That's never a good sign, is it, having an OBD reader in the car? But historically, the TT, well, does like to go... There's £1 in here! Quid's in already. The TT does historically like to go wrong. Fingers crossed it starts, and fingers crossed it gets me to the test centre. Good. Now, I am quite disparaging of this little car, and wrongly so, because they are bloody good cars. And insert comments and jokes about hairdresser's car here, there and everywhere. Yes, it's got that stigma, but it still puts a smile on my face, this one. And if you do not know, I also have another one. I have a 2004 Roadster, also in purple. Come on then, we'll give it a bit of an Italian tune-up on the way. So I'm not going to drive it like a Wally, even though in the TT you can drive it like a Wally, and actually it's quite a pleasant drive, this one. Yeah, I'm going to clean the brakes off a bit as well whilst we're on the way. Oh, they've done that resurfacing on the road as well, haven't they? She is misfiring. And I've got an engine management light coming on. Why is that? Drive it sensibly and it's okay. Drive it non-sensibly and you've got a problem. I think part of the problems in this car is the fact that it's not been driven and it's had the battery off for a year. So it needs a little bit of a tune-up. So I'm in the car and we're on the way to the MOT test centre, and if you don't know about the history of the car, I bought it from a chap locally in a little village near Sleaford. Now, he is an ex-police officer, trustworthy guy, right? Well, we'll tell you about that. But long story short, he collected 3.2 V6s, bought this to save it from scrap, really. Someone was going to scrap it, crazy, because he hadn't got a purple one in his collection, and then realised, no, he only loves the 3.2 V6s. This is the 225 5-valve BAM engine. It's the good one. Yeah, he realised that although it's a purple TT, it's not what he wanted in his collection. Advertised it on Facebook Marketplace for £2,400, and I went to have a look at it because in the pictures it looked good. I could see through the nav modifications that were on it. Took it for a test drive and knew that there was a little bit of a problem with the turbo. The turbo is worn, and I could feel that there was some sort of leak somewhere, but we settled on a price, £1,800 later, and I said I'd pick it up tomorrow. I paid him and took the keys and logbook with me. But the next day, I got the car home to start detailing it and realised that he'd taken loads of bits out of it. He'd taken the floor mats, he'd taken the parcel shelf, and just some bits of like rarity added trim, which was not cricket. So I called him out on it. He initially denied it, but I drove back to his house and said, listen, mate, these are photographs I took on the day of when I bought the car. You can clearly see X, Y, and Z is in the car. He made some sort of excuse and I drove away with them, never to be spoken to again. But that was naughty. That was naughty, that was, that Mr. Man decided to try and do that. But the good news is, well, it's all worked out in the end. Anyway, today Neil will make sure it's nice and safe, make sure that nothing is hanging on, make sure that the brakes are okay, make sure that the wipers are okay, the lights, and it's mechanically safe. There is a bit of turbo lag today, and there is a little bit of a, I don't know, a boost issue, which is not a mechanical problem per se for an MOT test, but it is something that Dad needs to look at. So once, hopefully, I get a clear bill of health from Neil, I will take this to Dad and get him to have a look at it. Anyway, we're just pulling into the test centre. Hope you've enjoyed the drive. We'll show you the process, and hopefully it's a clean bill of health. Beautiful, absolutely lovely, and brilliant at idle as well. There's the brand new shock absorbers we fitted for £6. Absolutely lovely underneath, no rot on them sills, which is good news. Now we're going to do the rattle test. This is the fun bit. So this is the first time I've seen under this car for a while, and as you know, it's been sat in my garden. I expected it to be posh rotten. Yes, we've replaced those shock absorbers at the back, but apart from a bit of surface rust, it's quite good. Original cat back here, it does need a service though, so I'm going to get that Haldex unit serviced. I'm probably going to end up doing a timing belt at some point, aren't I? Neil's impressed so far. Oh, well, it starts again, so that's a good thing. I should stop being so disparaging about the little purple thing, but I do have a love-hate relationship with it. Well, at least the lights work. So Neil right now is doing the brake testing. He's hooked it up to his machine and he's basically making sure that the handbrake works fine and that the feet brake works fine. Foot brake, feet brake, you know what I'm saying. Testing all the lights, testing the wipers and making sure that it is a clean bill of health for the Purple Pig. Yes, another year then on the road with the Purple Pig. I should stop being so rude about this car actually, because loads of you in the comments are going to tell me off, but I have a love-hate relationship with this car. I love it because it's a Purple TT Coupe, it's a purple sports car. I hate it because it's quite inefficient on fuel, it's expensive to tax and insure, and Dad hates working on it, and historically it needs TLC. It is a driver's car, an Audi TT, but I am going to maintain now is the time to buy one because the prices are rock bottom. You can pick a good low mileage one up for £1,500, a Roadster probably even cheaper in November, December. Do it, get one, have the fun of it, but look out for the usual things. As long as it's been looked after mechanically, then cosmetically there's not too much to really go wrong on these cars. What's next for the car? It's going to go back in my garden. I'm probably going to consider selling it. I'm not going to sell it for the sake of what it's cost me, which is a couple of grand. And I'm going to continue to keep it probably as part of the Coupland Collection. Thanks to everyone that's liked and subscribed. By the way, the insurance on this today, because I daily insure the cars when I take them for MOT, £17. 17 quid. Normally, just to put it in perspective, it costs me 8 or 9 quid to take a car for an MOT. So please like, please comment, please subscribe, please share it with all your friends and family, because somehow I've got to make 17 quid back to at least be in profit. Crazy. Is that because it's the time of day or because it's a purple Audi TT? Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. You're all absolute legends. Hope you enjoyed the MOT test. See you in the next one. There are so many more Proton related videos on the channel, and I've actually selected a couple that I think you might like here on this page. Give them a click to watch them now. Don't forget to subscribe for more Proton fun and lots more videos coming soon.